CAO's reports and action list. Can I get a motion on this? Councillor Dunn.
The council receives CEO Bill McKinnon's report and action list for information.
All right. So again, we may not get all the answers that you may have, but let's start if there's any questions. Yeah.
The external audit being complete, the auditor was going to come on the 24th. That's our travel day to get for Red Deer. So, I mean, that could come notice of upcoming meetings, but I mean, I think that the only logical thing is to punt the September 24th meeting and then reschedule with our auditors for our first meeting in October.
Okay, let's leave that to upcoming meetings to talk about it some more.
I didn't want to forget it.
Yeah, because it's not really we've already got a motion on the
Yeah.
floor, but yes, you're right, we should talk about that for sure, absolutely. But anything specific, and maybe I should, is there anything that you wanted to update us on specifically? Anything that's not in the report?
Okay, through there. I have spoken with the auditors and they are already moved to October 8th, so that was.
We'll give you one for sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay, Councillor Danaka.
Being that we are presently without a CAO, and I doubt if we will have one by the end of the week, there's a bylaw meeting scheduled for the 16th, which I guess we should probably postpone because I'm not exactly sure what was on the agenda for the bylaw. That was something that Bill was handling, so we should probably scrub that one.
Okay, we've got a couple of things that we're talking about, so we got the bylaw meeting. And we've got the council meeting to talk about there. Okay. Anything else? Oh, I gotta give our acting CEO more problems than that.
You do realize she'll have things too, right?
I don't know who here is going to AUMA, but I'm assuming Waco, because he just said he's traveling, so, and I think yourself, Mayor, I don't know about John and Teresa. Okay, so hotels, were they booked, Shanda, do you know?
As far as I know, but I
We will look
Not
into
sure.
that first thing tomorrow.
He told me they were this week, but we'll come back.
Yeah, because he sent out the email saying that we have to confirm the numbers, right? So just finding them, how many hotels are there in Red Deer can't go on.
There are a lot, actually. So 5 of them are, like, there's like everyone on phone who is not available for the 25th, 26th, that's why I'm asking. So I'm hoping that.
It is that thing about Red Deer is it almost, there's not many within walking distance of the venue, which is unfortunate.
Oh, my niece heard already.
Yeah. And I don't think they have the scooters there for Therese, because I know she wants those. All right, anything else on the CEO's report or action list at this time? I had the motion to receive for information, all in favor? Carried. We'll move on then to council correspondence. We had the email from Sienna Oden regarding child care facilities. Any motion on this one? Councillor Tanaka.
I'm not sure if it's already on, but I make a motion that administration include the link to the, I'm assuming it's a survey on the the town's website as well as our Facebook page.
Okay. So we have a motion on that to include the link to that. Any discussion on that? All in favor? Carried. Moving on then to a letter from Minister MacGyver. Got a motion on this?
I make a motion to receive for information. We had received an email from Bill, regarding this, and then the response from Trevor saying that he was aware of it.
And that he's gonna be applying, or
Yes.
working on it, so, all in favor? And a letter from Highbury Beautification. Motion,
This is already, I'll start, move that we receive for information, just to start the discussion. And then we can change that if necessary. Now, Recreation was making sure that the, Buchanan Center was available, right?
correct?
Okay, so we don't know that for sure yet, or do we?
So the event is tentatively booked into the Birmingham Center, the Sports Palace, and the Performing Arts.
This event?
So then the other thing is gonna be, they want waiving of the fees, we gotta make sure that we've got enough there to cover.
Well, we definitely would have, right? I mean, it's,
Okay.
for
Did
three
we not
hours.
discuss that at the last meeting or the meeting before about covering the costs of that?
No,
When
Chris
Chris
was here and making that request,
Right,
but it was gonna get followed up on
okay,
today, so this is the
Okay.
decision.
So then I'll change my motion to, receive for information and from the community grant fund, cover the rental fee for the, Buchanan Center and the Sports Palace.
All right, do we know what that amount is by any chance?
Not off the top.
Yeah, we just lost,
How many hours?
So
it's from,
they're looking from 7 PM to around 8:30 to 9, so
so, 2 hours, both Rinks and the Good Weekend, and the Performing Arts Center, so it's 4 hours of ice at, call it $180 an hour, so that's, $800, 800, call it 1,000, call it 1,000.
Wow. Yeah, that's my motion, and I'm all good with having part of that come out of my share of the community grant funding.
Okay, so just go around again and see who's willing to contribute to that. You are, I am, you are. Okay, everybody, all the council here is? All in favor? Carried.
so just before we move on, so Shanda, you'll send us an email with the exact amount?
I can, yeah.
That once you, like, it's sort of an estimate of what it would cost, but if you could send us an exact amount and then we know how much each of us is contributing.
Sure.
Please and thank you.
I think we make sure we let beautification know as well.
Moving on to, notice of upcoming meetings. We've already discussed that, the council meeting and the upcoming bylaw meeting should be perhaps canceled, so let's deal with the council one first. It is the day of, well, I'll call it usually the travel day to get down to Alberta municipalities. So I would suggest that we cancel that meeting. So perhaps I'll make that motion then, that we cancel the September 24th council meeting and advertise that appropriately. Any discussion on that? All in favor? Carried. Moving on then to the bylaw meeting.
I'll move that it be postponed to a later date.
Okay, any discussion on that? All in favor? That is carried.
I do have one more meeting to discuss.
Okay.
ICF, have we got notes, have we got any plan, like we're supposed to bring some strategy going into that, right?
That's a good one.
Do you guys have what's on to eat? Like, are you guys?
Do we know of it? Do you have anything on that?
Bill did mention that he brought some plans to a committee of the whole meeting at one point.
That's true.
But he did mention that we should probably get together and have a meeting prior to meeting with the county.
I think that we should ask for that to be postponed until, because that is the 21st, I believe, right? 20th? Yeah, 20th, okay.
It's a Friday.
Yeah, it's just, at this point in time, I think it's fair to say that we would like to wait until we're settled a little bit before we meet on that one. And somebody, CAO that's up on the issues, and I don't think that would happen in time for that, so, I'll make the motion that we, talk to the county about postponing that till a later date. Or your motion, John, sorry, that's your motion, because you're asking about it, okay?
I'm good with that.
All in favor? Carried. The other thing is we have there's what's the meeting coming up that, I think Councilor Martins or Councilor Stenhouse were to be at, but we should have somebody extra going to it, and I'm trying to remember, we talked about it last meeting. FCS, when's the
Oh,
next? FCSS, yeah.
16,
And that is when?
16.
16th? Anybody else able to make that?
It's at 10 and 1.
It's at 10 in the
It's
morning,
it's a morning.
and you're able to attend for sure, so
Yeah.
we've got one there. Anybody else able to attend? No? Well, if we have one member there, we're okay for that. Sorry, the 16th, you said?
16th at 10 a.m.
16th. Let me just take a look at mine. Oh yeah, I can't make that, not able to make that date. Okay, so we'll just have the one rep for that meeting. Anything else before we leave? Yeah.
What's our next committee of the whole?
October
I just see, I don't know, October 1.
19th, I believe I have in my
Yeah.
phone. Hang on, let me check. Yes, 19th.
That was the next, so. Okay, anything else? All right, we'll move on then to our reports. Councillor Tanaka?
Since our last meeting, I attended the airport breakfast. I think it was well attended. At one point, I counted 15 planes. I don't know if any more showed up. Thanks to the county and the town for putting it together, and the town staff that were there cooking and whatever. I talked to the forestry people with their big helicopter there. That was kind of an interesting thing, because you, right, like I said to the fellow there, I said, you see them flying around in the air, but seeing them up close, you don't realize how big they are. And he was saying that the one that they had there is actually, I believe he said it's a small one. They said there's a medium and a bigger one, so I'm like, okay, these things must be like, okay, huge. I attended the water forum open house that we had at the Gordon Buchanan. I'm not sure why. There was lots of talk about it on Facebook threads, etc. But unfortunately, there was, like, besides myself, the mayor, Councillor Martins, and Councillor Chishin, there was 4 people there. But the discussion was had. I think some good questions and comments, and we just have to see what happens, I guess, down the line. So I move my verbal report for information.
Right, any questions or comments for Councillor Tanaka? All in favor? Carried. Councillor Dunn?
No.
Okay, Councillor Martins?
I attended those exact same 2 things, but I thought that comparatively to last year, that flying was phenomenal. The attendance was great. And yeah, I was surprised by the 4 people at the water forum also. I actually had a question about that beaver dam eating the line. Is that true, or like,
That's what Vernon said, yeah.
is it still functional that,
They've got it repaired, from my understanding, yeah.
I couldn't figure out how the casing, and I thought the line was a different pavement, so is that what
The
happened?
water was sneaking inside the line and then following into the electrical components of the motor, so it wasn't running properly. Then wouldn't start.
On our pump?
Yeah,
There are partners in forest fire mitigation.
That's it, and I'm not going to put it on.
okay, move your report.
Certainly, I'm happy to do it.
All in favor? Carried. I've got nothing else to add because I was at the same 2 meetings. So I move my report. All in favor? Well, just I was at the same ones, and yeah. Councillor Wakel.
Actually has a report. Maybe. Library board came back after the summer hiatus. What do we got here? So, Mini Carnival, I think I mentioned last time, hugely successful. And Spice of the Month, they're doing, you get like a little thing of spice and recipes to try out. That's proving to be quite popular. I think this one is turmeric. I don't know. I don't cook, but I don't cook, but I'll eat anything anybody puts in front of me. They got this basement book club going. They're doing quite well with that. Fall programming is starting up. They're going to get some more adult senior-based programming going. The after-school programming format, they're pretty sure it's going to work well They had registration for the first half on August. There's like 15 spots available. And that, so it's full as well, so it's doing well. Changed some policy stuff at the library as far as positions and stuff like that, nothing too crazy. There is, I sent an email out to everybody, there's a tour tomorrow, 3:30. There, the county's gonna be there, you're all invited as well. Check out the library, as I always say, it's not just a box with books, there's a lot that happens in there. I wanna send out condolences to the Red Drum or Redrum motorcycle club there, that horrible accident that happened a couple of weeks ago, it's just unbelievable. Thoughts and prayers for what that's worth. And that's it, that's my report, move that for information.
Any questions, comments for? Seeing none, all in favor? Councillor Yashin?
I have basically the same ones. I guess we were in the same places, the Flying Barbecue, it's great to see, I think there's actually about 25, there was supposed to be 30, I think it was just a little bit less, so somewhere in between 25 and 30. Great to see the air show coming to High Prairie. The feedback that I got was really good and excellent to talk to everybody that was there. Very interesting people, you know, they own the aircrafts and they fly, they're part of the clubs, and it's always great to welcome them to High Prairie. And it turned out to be a really beautiful day. Boy, I think it was like 35 again, so the skies were clear and worked out really well. So, and a big, huge thank you to all the staff, town staff that helped and set up and spent basically their Saturday, though pretty much almost the whole Saturday there. So it was great to see them, and it was great that they did so much to help out there. It was really important. And I was at the Public Water Forum. You know, I think the message got out, even though there was fewer people, but I'd like to think that they'll pass that on, and hopefully, you know, that'll come across as well there. I was at the Sucker Creek Relay races on Sunday, which was really good too, and it was just great to see everybody out, and I really enjoyed visiting with everybody there, and actually I've seen quite a few people I hadn't seen for quite a while too, so great event, huge, great to have them here, and great to have that event in High Prairie. So great, big thank you to Sucker Creek for putting that on, that's huge. And I moved my report for information.
Anything for Councillor Yashin? All in favor? All right, so we'll take 10 minutes and then we'll move into our closed session.